All right, what is up, everybody? Dave Kaufman is here right now.
How's it going, guys?
And we just did an amazing tour right now on his channel, the Animal Adventures and the Reptile.
Yep, Dave Kaufman's Animal Adventures, Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures.
There you go, right there. He just said it. So we just did the whole tour here on the ranch. Pretty much a whole animal tour. It was really dope.
Yep.
We saw all the different types of animals here. We got something laying eggs. We found some eggs of another species, so make sure you check it out. Subscribe to his channel, like his videos, and let's do it. I'm sure he's gonna be back again.
I will be back. With what you're building here, there's gonna be so many follow-up videos on my channel.
Dope tour.
For sure.
I'll teach you more animals about all that stuff and everything.
Sure.
So we'll definitely do it, and I'll see you later.
Awesome, man.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. Today, the whole video is going to be about getting our wave number 2 of all of our landscaping done in the aquascape ecosystem enclosure inside the aviary build. So today we got more bushes, and we got about 30 different more bushes inside the aviary. So you guys know we have the green island ficus. We actually added some other type of red shrubbery. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's gonna be a red color leaf with these red flowers, which is good for this aviary as well. Then we got these green bushes. I know you're gonna be like, oh, more green bushes, but these green bushes here are a native type of tree here in South Florida, so they will do great inside of here, and they actually carry a little berry, and the berry is okay for the birds to eat it, and it'll be a nice little middle class shrubbery, or like a it's pretty much gonna be a barrier that's gonna go to about yay high right here. So that's gonna be about this site, and we got 20 of these. They're all spread apart in different parts of the enclosure, so some there, some down there, some over there. They're all around. And then behind you guys, we have the seaside hibiscus plants, and these get some real big, nice, beautiful leaves right there. We got a bunch going around there. Kenya's over there helping us out too. Say hi. Hi. So she's helping out a little bit as well. We got about 15, no, we got 8 of these guys actually, the seaside hibiscus, and there's some there, some there. And what we're gonna do is we don't want corners. So what we wanna do is get these corners out of the way so it looks like a big, giant rainforest is what we're trying to do. So we're gonna start digging holes. I already dug one hole out already, and we're gonna dig another one there, another one there. We're gonna put 5 of them in this corner and make this area a big, giant bush. So these guys are gonna be like your middle class bushes. So they're gonna be probably about yay high or so, you know what I mean? Probably a little higher than me, so I'm what, 5'9", so probably like 6-foot bushes all here. And then you're gonna have like the 3-foot bushes, they're gonna have the ground cover, and then we're gonna have trees. We actually have a Gumbo limbo tree that is a native tree from South Florida as well, or a Florida tree, and we're actually gonna put that guy in about, we're pretty much where this bowl's at. It's gonna go right here, and instead of it going straight up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it on an angle a little bit, so it kind of looks like a fallen tree over a swamp or over a pond and stuff like that, just like how we put that pond up over there. So we're gonna put it like this and lean it just probably about 90 degrees over, so that it'll grow over the pond a little bit and start going upwards. So that's gonna be a nice little perch, natural spot for the birds that we put inside these enclosures to hang over the pond, and they feel more comfortable so they can stay away from predators, even though this is gonna be a completely closed enclosure. So I know a lot of people have been waiting for wave 2 and getting this aviary build put together, but we're really trying to take our time to get things together. Here, come over here real quick. Follow me. And if you guys look closely, I don't know if you can see it, but the capybaras are actually starting to use this enclosure a lot now. And if you can see, we don't want to hit their trails, because we hit their trails, they're just going to run over these bushes. They are bulldozers, and the reason why we're taking our time too is because capybaras will eat a lot of trees and bushes. So we're going through a little bit of trees and bushes and seeing, and hopefully they don't eat this stuff. We have other bushes and trees around the property that we know they don't eat, but we're trying these too because these are really good for the birds we're going to be putting inside of here. So follow along. This is the trail. So pretty much the capybara trails are going to be my trails to work through this enclosure to see if when the ducks are laying eggs, for the different types of rare birds that are laying eggs, if turtles are laying eggs, all of those cool things. So we had this little ground cover right here, and as you can see, all of them are doing great. But one capybara decided to take one little munch. It didn't mow it all the way down, but it just did a little taste, which is good. She doesn't like it, he doesn't like it. I don't know if it was thing 1 or thing 2 that decided to do this, but that's all right. It did a little munch and it stopped, so that's perfect. They didn't want to keep going. Japanese blueberry trees are doing great, nice and green, looking amazing, and they're all doing amazing. So come over here now. You guys can see, I don't know if anybody that's hunters or like game people and know about trails. If you look closely right here, there's actually a trail right here that's going all the way this way. It comes all the way this way. We got more of these bushes right here. and we're gonna hide them all there, and it goes all the way this, and the trail goes all the way around that way. So you can see we're not gonna cover that trail at all. And if you look closely, you can see the weeds growing on both sides, but not on that trail. So obviously we're not gonna put any bushes there because they're just gonna use it and run it all over. And our game plan here is to have these bushes nice and tall about this size, and they'll be covering all there so the ducks can hide behind the back. Oh look, the little berries I was telling you guys about. Awesome little guys right there. Native plants, they'll do great here, and the animals will do amazing with them too. Another cool thing is, I was trying to figure this out. My buddy came by, and I'm like, are the capybaras chewing this? And he's like, no, they're not. Check this out. Everywhere that there is a bent leaf. Kenya, I'm gonna teach you something. You're gonna like this job. Watch this. So we have some mangroves in here too. They're growing real nice as well. But look at this. So everywhere that the leaf is bent, there is a caterpillar inside of there. And that right there, you guys, is eating my tree. So what we're doing is, unfortunately, we're killing these guys. Look at this. You see these plants? You see them all getting chewed up? I thought it was the capybaras, but check this out. Open up the bent leaf.
Is there caterpillars?
There's caterpillars inside of there, and they're eating my plants. So my buddy yesterday told me, go around and start killing them. So that's something you could do. And you could just
kill them?
Well, yeah, we have to get rid of them because they're gonna eat all my plants. But yeah, that's what's going on here. But the capybaras are not eating it, so that's a good sign. But that we have now bugs eating it, or worms eating it, caterpillars eating it.
That's
oh
like
my
what happened to my plants.
God. So we just gotta get rid of them all. And we need to have these plants here. So we just gotta kill them all, get rid of them all, and that's it. Because obviously we can't really use pesticides in here. Because just gonna, where they come from? Outside? I don't know. Can't use pesticides in here because we have the fish in here, we have the turtles in here, and we want the plants to be good. So that's one of the hard disadvantages that we're gonna have to do, is worry about different types of bugs that are in here. But we are actually gonna be putting certain species of birds inside of here that are gonna eat different things of that sort. There's gonna be ground birds, there's gonna be canopy birds, there's gonna be middle-sized birds, there's gonna be birds that just live in the water. It's gonna be really, really cool. But let's get going. Let's start planting some bushes, and let's keep on going on this aviary build. Wave number 2, you guys. Let's do it. Which question?
Once you wrap the mesh, isn't it gonna go like around the pole? So
how it's gonna get placed together? It's a good question that Kenya asked. So we're making these caps that are going over the top of these utility poles. They're custom made. I found them from a couple people overseas, and I was talking to them and they said they're custom made. So I got the designs and we're gonna make them here in the States. They're gonna get placed over the top, and there's gonna be turn valves, or turn winch thingy bobbers for the cables that go over the top. So it's gonna be like a tent. If you guys ever made a tent, or maybe a house fort, or a tent fort, or like a bed fort, what are those things that kids do?
A bed fort?
Like a bed fort with the sheets over the top with chairs and stuff. Well, that's pretty much what we're doing here. So if you turn around and you check it out over here, imagine every single one of these poles is gonna have zigzags of thick cable going over the top of it, with these tie beams with the cap over the top of these utility poles, right? So what's gonna happen is the netting is gonna go over the sides, and it's all gonna get reached over to this side. So the netting's gonna be from there, right, Kenya? And it's gonna come all the way over here. We're gonna be able to get it and clamp it the right way over to this side. So the netting is gonna come right to here. So yes, we have the bushes now, but we want the bushes to grow nice and thick and beautiful. And then when the time comes, we can cut them, trim them, put them to the place we want. Right now, we just want everything to grow wild. And then we will start trimming and making shelves and all that stuff. But right now, we just need the plants to start rooting and getting good. And I want the plants to get rooted and all that stuff to be placed in here for the next couple months, so that before we get birds in here, the birds don't just rip everything apart. So if the plants are nice and stable and like just in place and good, then the plants will be good too. I want this place to look like a jungle. Look, turn around real quick. Look at what it looks like right now. I mean, it's nice one. Good one. Good job, camera girl. What happened? What'd you step in?
The hole.
Nice feet. Good job. Right into the hole. Alrighty.
Oh.
All right. So check it. Look right now. It's looking pretty freaking dope. But imagine when it's all filled with trees. So we got more bushes. The next video, you're gonna see wave 3. We're bringing in a bunch of dope fruit trees and more trees coming in. Probably bringing like 7 to 8 more trees. Everybody's gonna be like, oh my God. But yeah, it's gonna be dope. So make sure you guys are always subscribed to the channel and stay tuned for the next videos, because I know everybody's hyped about these aviary builds, and it's gonna be really dope. Ready, Kenya? You got your other shovel?
Oh, I don't know where I put it.
Well, we need that because we're about to start backfilling. We have 3 holes. We're gonna make 1 more hole. We're gonna put 4 bushes right here in this spot. Let's get them in. All right, so I just got this one out. Kenya's struggling over here trying to get the pot out of the plant, but you got it, girl.
No, the plant out of the pot.
Plant out of the pot, same thing. So I'm gonna put this one right here in this place. Check it out. Right down in spot perfectly. They look so much smaller in the hole because obviously we have to cover them up. What's going on? Look, I'll show you. Watch out.
No, it's because I loosened it already, and you're gonna be like, haha, I got it. And
all right, well,
I put in the
I'm just gonna show you another time. You almost got it. There you go. Pull it around. There you go. It's almost there. Well, you have roots on the bottom of it, so that's the reason why as well. Pull, pull, pull. You almost got it. Go. You see there's a lot of roots underneath there, so that's the reason why you're having a problem.
So this was the hardest one?
Huh?
So this was a hard one?
It's a little bit harder. Yeah. All right. How big? That's a tall one? It was placed in the far back corner one. Don't fall in the hole like the center did. Huh?
Is there like a certain way?
Well, let's put it in and see how it looks, and then we'll turn it again. Actually, in that position, it looks good. Drop it in.
I say turn it.
You gotta turn it just a little bit. Make sure it's straight up. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, like
yep,
that.
there you go. That looks good. Heck yeah. So they look super small. They were almost to the size of the top of the fence, but obviously when you put them in the ground, they drop down. So they're gonna have to grow up a little bit. And we're gonna probably want them to be about yay high. So they'd be nice thick plant, bush spots and everything. And the ducks can hide in here. The different types of birds that we wanna put will hide in here. Can you get out a couple more? Maybe get that one next. All right, while she's getting those out, I am gonna get down low and cover this up and bring all this dirt in here.
I can take these roots out?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way we're going to get it. So one thing we have to do is, because it's not raining here in South Florida right now, it's still consideredly dry season. We have to water for the next 14 days straight so that these roots can start growing into the ground. Right now, we pretty much just kind of like burnt them a little bit because we broke them out. But that's okay. As long as we water very, very well for the next couple days, well, the next 14 days, we'll have no issues at all. And another good thing about this is when you have plants inside of this area, we're not gonna have erosion, we're gonna have dirt going into the pond. So that's the reason why we wanna get this stuff done before rainy season does come, because this is gonna help hold all that dirt and not fall inside of the pond, even though we still have that very thick coating all around the pond that Aquascape gave to us. But where's that one? That's a nice one. I think we should place that one right there.
Should be your thumbnail.
Should be our thumbnail? What do you guys think?
Sure.
Should be our thumbnail? Hold the plant. Well, look at that. We got a lot of bushes in that corner. That's gonna, bro, this aviary is gonna be so dope, but I'll tell you one thing, these animals are gonna love it. They're gonna feel like they just got released back into the wild because this thing is so freaking big and humongous of an enclosure. So that is good just like that. We have gaps and spaces for little animals to go through here. A couple animals that I know you guys are probably wanna know that we're putting in, and I'll give you guys a couple hints. Well, not hints, I'll tell you. We are gonna be putting, as waterfowl, we are gonna be putting white faced tree ducks will be in here. So a small little group of them, a little flock of them, probably 5 to 6. They'll be able to fly all around here, making all those little whistling noises. Really, really cool ducks. Another species of duck I would like to put in here is probably a ring-tail duck, as well as probably a pair of mandarins and a pair of wood ducks as well. Other than that, I'm not telling you guys anything else. Those are just gonna be the waterfowl. We have a really rare species of goose that we're gonna be putting in here. It's a smaller species of goose, so put it down in the comments if you know what that is. It's basically about this big. It's from Africa. It's pretty dope. And then we're gonna have birds that live in the trees. We're gonna have birds that live right into the middle. And then we're gonna have birds that just live on the ground. Little small little birds, little big birds. Really, really cool. And then I just wanna update you guys some more stuff. What you about to say?
Little big birds.
Little big birds, little birds. We're putting something over here. We're putting some stuff over there. This thing is going to be outstanding, amazing. So make sure you're always following on and keep those post notifications on. Because when you see aviary, you're going to want to jump onto this video and check out what's going on. All right, so we're planting the bushes here. We're putting some there. But I'll tell you one thing. You never want to put the bushes inside of an enclosure like this right next to each other in a line. You want to scatter them around in different parts of the enclosure, different bushes of the types that you want in different parts. Because if you put them all in one spot, it doesn't look natural. It doesn't look like it was placed there. So it's like an art as well. So you really want to put, we're gonna put the seasides there. We're gonna put some of these guys, maybe like 1 or 2 there, maybe 1 or 2 over there. So then it just grows differently. We're gonna put these 2 over here. Yeah, I mean, you just want to place them all over the place. So because obviously in the rainforest, animals are scattering the fruits and the trees and things all around. And it's not just getting placed there, you know what I mean? Like they're in the jungle floor and something just drops and it grows there, you know what I mean? So that's how we want it to kind of look like here. The next video I was telling you guys, we're definitely going to be adding more trees. So you see how we have 2 trees there? We're adding another tree right here in just a little bit. We're going to put that Gumbo limbo tree right here, and it's gonna hang over. It's gonna be pretty dope. But let's just keep on going. We got those 4 already in there. Now I'm trying to see where I want to put these 2. I'm thinking on both sides or just here and here, and I think it's gonna go here and here right next to each other. So let's do that. Let's dig this one right here. And you never want to put them all the way up against the back of the fence because of the fact that you guys know we have turtles in here, and the turtles always like to go on the perimeter of the fence lines. I've talked to you about that on my turtle videos, so that's something you want to think about as well. Good plus about this is the dirt's real soft here, so that's definitely a plus. But with the roots and the plants that come in here, it's gonna help it hold it in a lot better. Put that one right there. All right, that's good right there. So now let's grab these 2 bushes, get them in place. Oh, knock that one down. A little bit of stomp, and pop them right out. So we'll get this one. Looks pretty freaking good right there, I'm not gonna lie. And then we're gonna get this one. Pop that one out too. Turn it so the leaves can start going that way. There we go. Perfect. Actually, we might turn it around so the leaves are coming this way. It's not going up against the fence. There we go. Just like that. A couple of the leaves got a little shrinkled here, but that's all right. Once we give it a little bit of water, it'll boost back up and it'll be good. So we're definitely gonna water in the evening today. And yeah, let's keep on moving.
Blake likes to take a lot of breaks.
What do you say?
I said Blake likes to take a lot of breaks.
Hold on. Raw Fishing's calling me. What's up? Shout out, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that in the water, but the giant black wood turtle's right there. Male's on top of a female, and he's trying to breed her right now. Pretty dope. That means happy turtles, happy life. Maybe more babies down the road. Right here. So my buddy Jacob's on his way right now. He's gonna help me pick up the Gumbo limbo tree that's in the front of the house. It's kind of big, and I mean it's not that big. It's probably maybe a 8-foot tree, but it's nice and thick trunk. It's pretty heavy just for myself. Don't want to break my back, so we're both gonna be over here. I already made the hole. We're gonna place it right there, and I'm gonna put it on the angle like I said, and then it'll grow the roots hopefully that way straight down, and then we'll be able to go out that way, and it'll be a big tree growing over the middle of this enclosure, which would be really cool. We could cut it in certain ways if we needed to, and we will see you in just a few minutes once we get that tree in place. Leaves falling everywhere. All right, the tree is entering the ranch, you guys. Losing half the branches, but it's all right. It's a strong tree.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it'll grow right back.
You guys are a mess.
All right, I think that's good. I'll do the rest. I'm gonna put a piece of wood in the middle here to hold it in place.
You're gonna have it lean over like that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm pretty, all right, Jacob, you're good. Appreciate it. See you later. All right, guys, so Jacob just helped me get this in place because it's a little heavy. I couldn't get it myself, and Kenya's holding the camera for me. But I think just about where it's at right here is not too bad. Because if we keep it like this, it's gonna be dope, but I'd rather hang it over to the side a little bit so the animals can go on it a little bit more. Let me turn it so this piece is facing upwards. So, there we go. We can use that piece of wood to hold it up. That was an old piece of wood that didn't need to be there anyways. There we go. All right, perfect. Check that out, right there. Oh. These 2 pieces will grow out. It's gonna go straight up. It's gonna have another 10 feet of going up without a problem. It's just gonna probably stop right here and just go straight up now. So what I gotta do is I have a couple pieces of timber wood that's inside of the barn and get it and place it right there in spot, and then it'll be perfect. So for right now, I'm gonna let it go down a little lower. All right, it's stabled like that for right now. It's just balanced. So I'm gonna go get the piece of wood, put it in place. It'll sit right there. It'll be balanced, and then we're ready to go. So, back 1 second. I had a sledgehammer that broke over there, had the handle part, So when I use this, it's about 2.5 feet, so that should be perfect for the log to stay right here. So I'm gonna lift it up and let it stand right on the rock. Oh, shit. Okay, right there. And it's not gonna stay. Yeah. Right there. Look at that. So that is not too bad. I'm gonna pull it a little bit closer that way so the dirt can stay in place, and then we're gonna put a big mound of dirt on top of it, and it'll start growing straight into the ground. But that's pretty much what I'm looking at, and what I wanted to show you guys is how it's gonna look. What do you guys think? I mean, I think that's pretty freaking cool. It's gonna start growing upwards. Ducks and stuff and birds can perch up right here, which they're gonna absolutely love that. And then we can cut it and do what we want with it. But we're just, again, we're trying to make this as naturalistic and get everything put in place. So when these birds get here, they're like, did I just get let go back into the wild? That's the goal, that's the plan, to make this as natural as possible with the waterfalls, with the logs and everything, making it look like a pond in the middle of the rainforest with a humongous ecosystem right in the middle. So the pond, the plants and everything, just making it as naturalistic as we can. We're trying to make the wild in someone's backyard so these animals could breed and we can put more of these beautiful animals back on this earth. So let me get all this situated, and once it's situated, I'll update you guys on how it looks and all the dirt back on it. Alrighty guys, it's been about 24 hours since we planted all the bushes and trees inside of the aviary enclosure. And since we did that, we had already a couple problems, and it was expected to happen. But we're gonna show you what happened real quick, walk through, and show you. So let's do it. So all the cocoa plums are doing great here. Nothing has touched them at all. You can tell the capybaras right here, but that is good. That's not a problem. We want them to be around. This is their enclosure. Keep on following me, and everything else looking A1. Some more cocoa plums all here doing great. Hopefully we can get this into a nice tall bush, and you can see they're all doing good here as well. Our Gumbo limbo tree doing great, no problem. But when you look over here into the corner, we just planted this literally 24 hours ago, and check this out. We already had a tragedy. Tragedy was the hibiscus bush did not really make it. It's still alive because it still has a nice clump here, but the capybaras definitely munched it and just broke it all off like freaking beavers. They didn't even eat it. If they ate it, I would be like, all right, but they didn't even eat it. They just broke it all down. So what I'm gonna really do is keep these capybaras out of this enclosure for a little bit, and hopefully hope that I could get them. I think it's the male that's doing it, not the female. The female has a little bit more respect for the enclosure. The male just eats everything. But I think I can hopefully get it to the point that I will get these guys tall enough so that I can mesh around the bottoms where the trunks are, at least, so the capybaras won't be able to chew through it. So that's the main goal, and that's what I'm hoping to do. But other than that, everything else looks good. Well, that one doesn't really look too good either, but it's still alive. As long as I water, they'll bounce back without a problem, as long as the capybaras are kept out. So we're gonna keep the capybaras out of this enclosure for a little bit longer, probably, to be honest, a month to 3 to 4 months to get everything up. That's why I want to get all the next plants coming soon. So follow along, keep the post notification on, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1 million subscribers. Really, really appreciate it all. Love you guys all. I got a hair in my mouth, but we're almost there. We got a little bit more landscaping to do, more trees, more things. Follow along, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out, everyone.